Hey everyone, this is Kel from Video Board and Card Game Trinity, and this is my review for Salt and Sanctuary, a 2D action RPG from Ska Studios, available for PS4 and, in the future, PS Vita and PC. As always, this review is my own honest opinion, no bullshit. I'll cover graphics, sound, gameplay, and how much I personally liked it. Of course, at the end, I'll say whether or not I believe it's worth your hard-earned money. Keep in mind that this review is for the PS4 version of the game. First up, we have graphics. While the graphics are impressive in regards to raw fidelity, they are cohesive and help create a bleak and brutal world. The art style very closely resembles Ska Studios' previous works, namely the Dishwasher series, and it pays off overall. The water effects and the lighting look particularly good. As a side note, this specific 2D art style reminds me a bit of Terry Gilliam's Monty Python animations, albeit through a Dark Souls lens. It should also be noted that there are tons of armor in the game, and a lot of them look pretty cool, as subjective as that may be. This game is a good case of art over raw graphics, though it must be said that this art style will not appeal to everyone. Next we have sound, which I found to be excellent overall. The sound effects are spot on and seamlessly blend with the combat and gameplay. The game has great atmosphere, brought on by the stillness during moments of exploration. There are only a few boss tracks, and while they do sound great, they can become a bit monotonous as the game progresses. Now we have the gameplay. This is where the game will make it or break it for you. It's no secret that Salt and Sanctuary heavily borrows from the Soul series, and it's most noticeable in the gameplay. Characters can block, dodge, attack, and cast spells, all of which use a refilling stamina meter. If you have a buckler or kite shield equipped, you can parry certain enemies' attacks in order to counter with a brutal execution. Combat itself is fast-paced and less methodical than its Souls brethren. Where the game most falters is from balancing and pacing. These range from swarms of enemies that can stun lock or one-shot you to death if you miss a single dodge, to bosses sending you flying off in an instant death pit with a single attack. Many of the more challenging encounters simply require a decent amount of trial and error, zerging down bosses that spam attacks or remembering that a certain door leads directly to a bottomless hole. These are just small nitpicks and occasional irritants that don't really sour the experience for me, though I can't imagine others finding them to be quite annoying. Brief moments of respite are found at the game's numerous sanctuaries, where you can level up and summon NPCs. Resting at a sanctuary will respawn all of the non-boss enemies, so beware. Any given sanctuary can only have 4 NPCs at a time, so be sure to choose wisely. The NPCs range from merchants and co-op enablers to ones that let you fast travel. You can only summon NPCs if you have the required item and are of the same creed as the sanctuary that you're summoning them to. Creeds are essentially this game's covenants, and you choose one of 3 at the beginning of the game, though there are several more to discover as well. Leveling also takes a page out of the Soul series, with your character collecting salt from slain enemies to spend as experience in order to level up. This salt is, of course, lost upon death and can be reclaimed by slaying the enemy that wrecked you. If you die by other means, then a salt-infused monster will spawn that you must kill. Leveling up will grant you black pearls, which you can then use on a literal skill tree. This skill tree is how you become more proficient in weapons, armor, gain stats, and acquire more health consumable uses. It should also be noted that there are several challenge modes available for you masochists out there. Finally, we come to how much I personally enjoyed the game. Overall, I really like Salt and Sanctuary. It took me a little over 20 hours to complete my first playthrough, but I was being very meticulous, checking all of the shortcuts and backtracking, Metroidvania style, in an attempt to discover any and all secrets. I ended up only missing 4 trophies, 2 of which require a second playthrough. The game doesn't just wear its Souls influences on its sleeve, it's had them tattooed to its forehead, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. After all, there are far worse games to draw influence from. I like Salt and Sanctuary from the start, but I really started loving it once I stopped judging it by Dark Souls standards, and instead started thinking about it on its own merits. With that said, however, at $18 the game is a steal, especially for fans of challenging action platformer RPGs. Non-fans may enjoy it too. Just keep in mind that there are a couple of spots in the game that'll make you laugh and say, "The fuck was that shit?" As always, if you like the video, then maybe leave a like, and maybe even subscribe, that'd be dank. If you'd like to see Salt and Sanctuary in action, piloted by yours truly, then I should have a Let's Play series of it up by now. Regardless of what you do, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Have a good one all, and I'll see you later.